toxins is a toxic world.
It is. So in the chapter 7 and 8 in my book, I tackle cancer and dementia. And interestingly, when you get cancer, what happens? Well, your body's sludged. It's sludged with everything from molds, you have heavy metals, environmental disruptors. And when that sludge is not removed because you have poor antioxidants, vitamin C, glutathione, you can't detoxify, the body accumulates. That's why people with one cancer are no different risk for getting a second cancer. Interestingly, when you look at patients with dementia, Alzheimer's, they too are fighting an overload of toxins. So the first thing is you have to test for it. So we use very specialized testing that looks at everything in the environment, anything that's being sprayed, plastics, chemicals, heavy metals. And once you've identified that, then the natural question is, what can you do? Well, there are ways to naturally detox that. There's ways. And for some people, what they'd rather do is just get what I call an oil change of their blood. And as interesting as that sounds, there's a way in a few hours to actually pull out your blood, kind of like a plasma dialysis. And then what you do is you unload the blood, the part of the blood, the albumin, and then what you do is you infuse new. So basically, you're changing out everything in your blood. So you now have fresh blood.
Literally, you are doing like a transfusion?
Well, it's your own blood, but what you're doing is removing, you're moving parts of the blood that are contaminated. And then if you do this over a series of 3 to 6, when you start following the toxin load, it goes down. See, these people are walking around now saying, what's wrong with me? Then when you start testing them, you say, hey, I have less toxins in my body. So somewhere between 3 and 6, they can do that. And that is a good way to detoxify the body very, very quickly.
That sounds fabulous.